So you're going guard boots, pots.
Sure, give me a chest.
Gonna go 4. I think you go. Hog here definitely. Because there's a Herc.
How saucy
Okay.
you want to get? You want blink first? You want shell first?
Yeah, so I know better players than me. I always see go hog, and I've thought about it, but every time I go hog, it seems like the other team does it, and we always end up going in lane at the same exact time. I don't know if it's beneficial to get there a couple seconds earlier when I always see them get in the lane at the same time.
So the question is here. All right. So do they have invade potential? Hell yeah, they do. They have the best god for invade potential.
Herc, yeah.
So if you don't have hog here, right? Herc can literally sit at your purple, and you're forced to go to lane. You go to lane late, and you're kind of cucked. You can do this with Herc as well. So I think just grabbing hog to not give them the opportunity is good, but it's okay. You went 3 health. You should always go 4 health, by the way. 4 health, 2 multi.
Okay.
4 health is just better. The HP pot is just better than the multi pot. Guardians gives you enough. It's not like you're gonna be spamming abilities enough where the extra multi is gonna be better.
But yeah, I played with
Makes sense.
Roll and
I like the shell.
I know most people go blink and stuff. I've just found, especially at my level of playing, where it just is so much better having shell,
opposite team.
especially since I don't know who my ADC is and stuff. I feel like if I go blink, we're gonna get into a situation where we're gonna die, and shell could have saved us.
He
But
might invade here with his Herc.
I feel you. Shell's kind of
You know,
safe for
we
a
go-
blink. You have to be constantly putting yourself out of position, playing aggressive.
I guess.
Alright, so like if Herc wanted to right here, he warded you, right? A good Herc would look that you don't have hog, and he would sit at your purple. Like if you were playing against, I don't know, anyone that was. If that was me, I would just sit at your purple, seeing that you don't have hog. He has ward on you, so he has vision on what you have.
2 games. They count one of your best.
you're absolutely right. I think 9 out of 10 times when I play against a Herc, he tries to invade.
I guess that makes a lot of sense. Working with the scoreboard. Yeah.
Right here, you should be running already to lane. You don't need to tank all that because you get to lane first.
Dog, you're mid ass. I know that
Mm.
you're mid. I fucking shit on you. Nice hell, by the way.
That hell game was
So Herc popped the health pot right away, showing that he wants to play aggressive. That's something you could pick up on. He popped the health pot immediately, meaning he's going to play super aggro. If you chill and it's fine if you give him lane pressure, you just back up and let him waste that health pot, meaning you have a health pot on him. Something small, but it helps.
We literally just went for you.
You're chilling right here. You're playing it right. You got pressure. You should be playing up.
As this thing, I think it's because
Yo,
I'm
look at this
uncomfortable with
Heimdall,
Horus.
dude.
Like if I'm playing
Broken, man.
Athena or Geb or Jing here, I'm always in their face trying to hold wave. With Horus, I think it's just because I'm uncomfortable,
I feel
especially
you.
level 1, especially how aggressive they are. But
I feel that. Like, alright, something there with minion aggro. So as soon as you won, alright, let's go back a little bit. Alright, so here, I'm going to slow this down. You're going to 1, and you're going to hit Heim, right? The wave isn't cleared yet, so the whole mini wave is going to aggro you here. When you do this, if you're committing your 1 to poke here and slow him, you have to pop a health pot immediately, because you saw how fast you got low, and you can... They could have committed on you right away. Watch, you'll see your health bar drop really fast. You're going to 1,
So
and
it's
all the
almost
minions
like-
are hitting you.
so it's almost like a preemptive beat, but no, I'm gonna hit the aggro.
Exactly.
So like preemptive,
Preemptive health pot.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was aggroing the whole wave. If I went in for stun there, we'd be dead.
I'm over here like, what are you calling a dog?
I legitimately thought you were. I legitimately
And these are teams that are randomly put together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going on.
Yeah, you
True,
never
true.
know. You play 2 games every Saturday, and the teams are different every game.
I think I'm
True.
right. I have no idea where Wheelix is. I have no idea.
You could have full commit on Herc there. And there you should have been reading quick that he was rotating.
Willis.
Yeah, nice call on a
I
Willix
got
to
anything for
peel.
one. Got knock
Nice
up,
double knock up.
Stun on Herc. Let's
Yeah, that was
go,
great.
baby. I didn't mean to take that. I'm a piece of shit. My bad.
You're chilling.
That's fine for you to take early kills. Horse is really good for that.
Everybody gets them points.
You played that really well.
It's weird too, because if I'm playing ranked, I'm always letting
Come on.
early kills go to the carries, but then I also need points in the weekend sub league, so I feel bad. I gotta take some kills.
Hell yeah, take whatever. Yeah, especially Horus is really good at doing that. Also, it's not even worth doing this, by the way. I mean, it's okay. This is fine. This is fine. But what you want to do is you want to get pressure for next purple.
Yo,
And he stole
get
it,
on my
unfortunately.
face
Oh, you can commit
with
on him. You
that.
can commit on him there. Like, as soon as every time Herc punches and you're not in trouble, you should be committing on him.
Mm.
Wait, did I not get one of those kills?
So they're gonna go purple. You should have played for that purple. You see how you lost pressure by going to that little minion instead of playing for purple?
Mine.
Something small, but makes a difference.
Damn it, dude, I got a back. I really want to do these mid camps.
And you should always time their purple with your purple,
The greed stays.
just to make it easier for you.
Con,
Yeah.
how does it feel that like you were playing Ryzen before it was cool?
Dude, I've fucking known about it, bro. Back in my.
He's like, I've known about the song.
Don't fuck it. Oh shit. Oh, I'm chilling. They go into the
Hey,
red
bitch.
right now. Be careful, right?
Yeah, that was a good commit. You're chilling.
Watch out on the red lane.
I had to show him.
I miss a lot of Horus stuns. Every time I play Horus, man. I mean, I am playing on controller.
Yeah, I know. It makes it definitely a little bit tougher.
I'm Dawson Jungle.
Yeah, I go into
I would have backed a long time ago, by the way. You've had more than enough for boots.
It's actually really.
Yeah, is it worth it waiting to?
Play him though.
I usually try and wait till at least I get boots. But I mean, a lot of times I like to hit 5 and then just go mid. Is it worth
Nah.
just getting?
I would have
boots
reset as
and
soon
then
as I got
backing that
boots.
way?
As soon as I got 1,100 gold,
Okay.
which was like about a minute ago. You're already the fastest guy in the game right now, right? Because you have Teleria, or I don't know if you're going guard or Teleria. But
Oh god.
either way, you're really fast because you already got boots before everyone, and you're rotating mid. Who expects a mid rotation from a Horus at 3 minutes? Well, you're allowed to. Why? Because you got 1 kill and 1 assist early in the game. So you wanna as a support, you wanna transfer your lead into someone else. If you got an early lead, you gotta move around the map and try to make things happen on the other side of the map.
Mm.
I'm going mid.
Okay, missing middle.
You go guard boots. That's
Let's
nice.
go to our red.
Yeah.
2 mana pots. Feels a little inefficient.
Yeah, it's a bad habit I have. Just going all the way back to season 2, is I always get mana pots and wards. And I know I'm kind of wasting gold all the time. And I've thought about it every time I play. Like, why do I always get mana pots, man? Like at least 2.
Yeah, I think the best buy there is just 1 sentry. Literally 1 sentry would have been the best buy
They're both missing
Okay.
light.
because you already have a normal ward, right?
There's blue spawning tunes too.
There's
Yeah.
a good invade.
Shit. Tunes too.
I would have dropped my other ward on that backhand ward. If you're in position to drop a ward on their backhand, it's always so fire. It gives you so much information.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to do this blue. Blue's cuff.
True. See if junglers going over mana or.
Secured and leave.
You should be helping left lane right now.
Yeah.
Going for gold creeps right now? Yeah, gold creeps. Oh yeah.
If they're invading blue, you should have went left and helped
That should be fine.
because you're Horus and you're a great early game character.
Can we gank right?
That's what we would say.
Yeah, we can. I got ult.
This wouldn't be a bad gank,
Back in lane.
but they have eyes.
Yeah.
She's coming. She's coming. She.
Does he see us? I don't think he knows that we're here. Where is he? Where is he?
Here we go.
Go, go, go.
Yo, let her.
Yeah, it's okay. That thing happens with the wall. Good ult.
On him.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that.
Nice stun.
Come out.
Don't let him in. Yo,
Nice.
let's go, baby.
There's no mana. We're chilling here.
Fucking easy.
Alright, as soon as you get that kill, all you gotta do is look around the map. What's best? I would get to drop another ward. So this is fine. You're kind of just rotating out.
Go to speed, go to speed, go to speed.
I honestly would have reset for an extra
In route.
item. Think about how far you've walked, where you could have just backed and walked forward. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Totally hurt. Check it out.
Yeah, I've noticed it feels like a lot of time where I'm just wasting time.
Yeah,
Just
you
walking
like you
from
could have
one
been at
side
that
to the
Herc
other.
invade way better in an item. Nice damage. Nice CC.
Hit that shit.
Nice.
Nice. Fuck yeah, baby.
Was it
That's
worth it?
you're
Herc?
really ahead right now. I would probably go Sav if I was this ahead. That means Herc can't kill you. You're not gonna see Jorm for a while, and Discord is the only thing you have to really worry about.
He walked by us.
Okay.
He didn't check gold. We were like.
It's something small to think about, but it makes a huge difference playing around your items.
Alright.
Because if you play if you go Gauntlet of Thebes, yeah, it's gonna be fine. But you're ahead right now, so use your lead with your items.
I'm back.
And that makes sense. Don't necessarily need the health right now from already up.
Watch out
Yeah.
for your
And Sav gives you
as
it
well.
right away prots. Gauntlet, once you get the stacks, then you get the aura. Or Sav gives you the aura immediately.
Not gonna- Yeah, we'll just do the wave. He's not gonna let me get the speed there. He's gonna defend it like crazy now. With the hurt.
So here you're chilling, you're just farming. I would have backed already like twice probably.
Shit.
So you grab that mid wave, you ask yourself, okay, that's goodbye. You ask yourself, yo, can I make it to back lefts? Nope. You rather let Herc Humbat solo that. So yeah, just reset
Coming over there.
and then grab. Okay, so you're going Gauntlet. That's fine.
Got him. Yo,
There's no problem with that.
careful in the jungle.
Nice sentry.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
I'm going back to middle. I'm going back to middle.
Score is chilling over there. I'm gonna just do your blue.
Drinking a little monster.
He's here. They're both here. They're both here.
They're both here.
Is that a
I'm coming,
monster?
I'm coming. My ult's up.
Yeah, as
Going hot.
Yeah.
I would be
got
ulting
shell.
left lane
I got
immediately
shell,
right
I got
away.
shell.
You're taking really
Oh,
long.
coming
I would have
up,
ulted a
that's
long
me.
time ago.
He's low.
I can't.
You would have been able to shield him. Nice heal. Good shell. Good stun. Stay on him. Just ult.
Bitch boy.
Fuck autoing here. It's a knockup, a reposition, and a shield.
I wanted to steal that so bad for the points, but I won't.
true. I think that just comes with
One shot.
my inexperience with Horus. Yeah,
Yeah.
that didn't even cross my mind using CC from the ult.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and it cuts him off too. They don't know you don't have kit.
in, Get it. Oh.
Nice.
I'm solo. Help me, please.
Yorm's missing. Yorm's missing.
Oh my god. Dude.
So everything's been pretty chilling for now.
Bro, there's so much shit in Smite now, you can't even tell what's fucking going on in half these fights.
Where's the fine line between backing too much and then not backing enough when I'm just not
So right
doing
now
anything?
you have to ask yourself, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get mid wave, alright, that's fine. After mid wave, what are you gonna do after that? Back camps? No, if you're not gonna do back camps, alright, reset. Or look for an opportunity somewhere. So there's 3 options usually, and you have to weigh them out.
Is that red?
If you're back, what are you gonna get? If you rotate, what's the risk? What's the reward? And then
On your way.
if you're gonna farm, how fast are you gonna clear it? I know it's a lot to think about, but you can get used to it.
Yorm's missing.
Be careful, right? No eyes.
You don't have thieves yet, so yeah. Since you're going thieves, you have to be kind of greedy. You have to kind of just like leech a lot of farm
For you, he wants you to.
because you're going for a really stack item. But once you get that item, you can do whatever you want. You should be calling that there are 2 people rotating. Okay, you called it. That's a good call.
Yeah, right.
Come in on that at Wheelix right away. Nice low. Ult right away. Nice. Just try to get the shield on him. Nice. You got the shield on him. Unfortunate stun, but it's okay. Good heal. Good prots. Body block.
The hill. Get this bitch. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Nice done.
And now you should be calling to go over purple or Discordia here.
Yeah, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, X-Ball.
You're playing too far
Got
back.
healing 1.
Here. You're like peeling for X-Ball, but are you really peeling for X-Ball? Just play super far up there. Your head, you have full HP, full kit.
I don't have ult. This guy doesn't have
Missing
ult.
though.
You guys are good.
We gotta burn this because I do not have. Group up for the hill. Group up for the hill.
That's a good call for the group. I would call this off already. They're all showing up for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got shell and fire.
And you have thieves now. You should definitely reset, but it looks like they're fighting, so yeah, definitely try helping.
I'm dolls out. Hurt.
You're going on hurt.
boy.
Good try.
I think I'm dead.
I've got nothing.
This is already
I got
looking
shell,
pretty
I got
bad. You
shell,
guys
I
are
got
pretty
shell.
deep.
Oh shit. Take this
Nice.
shell.
Good shell.
I have to get
Heal.
Fuck you, Willix. I'll
Body
die for you,
block.
brother. Whoa!
Oh, he hit the
Now, when a
knockup.
fight's going down like this is always where I get
Not out.
conflicted. I mean,
Alright, they're
do you
gonna.
out
do you
now.
help
Out now.
if it's like a for sure kill on the Herc there? Do you help him get the Herc and just take the chance that the other 2 guys are gonna win their 1v1, or do you get into that and get someone like a Willix off of them? who's
I
probably
think
gonna kill
I
them?
think you set up for your damage. You set up your team that has the deeps. Like on the Herc was good. I think you kind of preemptively tried CCing. Like you didn't need to rush that. Everybody was kind of chilling. Like you only rush that if there's a chance your team's gonna die. Like Raijin's 1 HP, but everybody was kind of chilling. Just take your time and then get the full CC set up for your team there.
No.
I don't think so.
But now you have thieves, so now your gameplay, your mind should be just literally sitting in mid wave until you get your 50 stacks, because you're kind of useless until you get those stacks.
Never mind.
That's like the softest
I'm gonna go
play.
those.
It's kind of like I would say like Book of Thoth, right? Once you get Book, you want to stack. You don't want to really fight.
Be careful, middle.
Right.
Hercules is around there.
It's okay. I got 2.
Oh, there you go. Gold warded, dude. Rest in peace.
Yeah, everybody on the team is just kind of yelling, so it's kind of hard for you to calm.
I know there's no shot callers or anything.
Everybody's just yelling at how good they are.
Let's get
Play around with wards anywhere.
oracles. Oh, we don't know if they have
they're coming,
wards
they're coming.
down there.
They just did Oracles, or they're trying to do them now.
Nice. Nice.
I got both.
You give 3 to him.
Oh,
Yeah, I would
shit,
3 to
bro.
Herc.
Coming in.
Ult right away.
Good
I got
shit.
her. I gotta get out.
Yeah.
Good try.
Bro.
Definitely. This is a
You calm
good
down
old
on the right,
situation.
Jesus.
Dog.
I
It's
yeah,
just too
something
easy.
about I think about it more as like an escape or
I'm all here.
initiation as opposed to mid-fight. Cool.
Punch him in the face.
Yeah, mid fight. Like if you're too far to get in, right? Just ult, because 1 it's a knock up, 2 it's a shield, 3 it just gets you in position where you still have the rest of your kit.
My health.
Rotate.
Bro, we can go on his bitch ass. I got ult.
All right, that was a dash.
Oh, fucking rip. That's unfortunate.
What are you thinking next item, right? You just looking at this game. It looks like Jorm and Discord are the ones that are ahead right now.
Yeah. I'm back.
I went spirit row just because getting knocked around a lot, and I can get some cooldown online right away. But I mean, typically I do try and get like a sovereignty online or something. Just go real tanky and show the procs. But
I feel yeah. So, Spirit was not bad here. It's good for the Herc. That's pretty much about it, to be honest. Everything else does not get CCR'd. You want to know what like Jorm knockup, not CCR, or Willix knockup, not CCR, Discorded Root, not DR or CCR. Only Herc punch is CCR here, so that's why I wouldn't have got it, but it's still a good prod item.
I just do it to troll. I don't mean anything.
makes sense.
But here is fine. You're in a pretty good spot.
They're in mids.
Or chilling. Yeah, they just did mids.
The sitting mid is perfect for now. Just trying to get your stacks up. You're really ahead, so I would be calling for like aggressive like pushes. But I know these guys have been kind of yelling.
Yeah, it's. I feel like it's hard to instill in teams that don't work together. Like if we're ahead, let's push objectives while we still have our lead, and at least bait a fight there or something.
Hey, we can go in. I got ult.
Kind of all just want to do our own thing.
Missing middle. They're rotating over, dude. They're rotating over.
I should have saw that sooner instead of dewarding. Just went straight right. But
Yeah, this guy's in trouble. They missed the punch. I would get out with your ult already. This already looks really bad. Yeah, and just shoot right away. Yeah, that was good. Just glad that you picked up on it quick.
They can't get anything off of them.
I had to use my ult to get out there.
I don't
I
think
don't know.
she has it.
Willix ult down though. She.
But they 4-man rotated. This guy should be pushing left.
It's down.
No, yeah, that's just
yeah, I
Like-
think I don't know if it's this game or not that I said them. Like hey, if they're pushing forward right, let's go pyro or something next time.
Yeah, like right now you should be calling that they could be all three could be rotating mid. Why? Because no one's showing in right lane, and they all just killed right lane. So they could all be coming on Raijin. Like Raijin
And
probably
there's
should have
no
died.
Gold Fury or anything. So what are they gonna do up there?
Not today, Herc.
And I probably would have dropped the normal ward. As you're rotating over, their only way in is through bottom right, so I would have had that warded with my free ward.
grouping like very well right now.
How many stuns can I miss?
Nah, I feel you. I think you're committing too fast to it. Even though, you know, sometimes it is a mechanical like problem, but I feel like you're kind of like rushing into it. It's not that you have bad mechanics. It's just like you're
maybe like closing the gap first. Like I see you do that, and I've noticed the difference between me and you is that, especially if I'm playing someone like Mercury who has that shoot to close the gap. You always go in there, hit a few autos, close the gap, so you know you're not gonna miss. And I always try and do it at like full range and always miss.
Yeah, well, think about this, right? This is what you have to think. If you go walk up to him, right, and you start autoing him, you're gonna force his dash, right? If you 3 right away, he still has dash up, correct? So you have nothing to catch up with. So that's the way you it's like pretty much like chess. Let him show his card first before you show your card.
And I feel like my mentality is just so different. Like if I'm playing Humbats up there, I always do that too. You know, bait the dash, save my jump. So when his dash is over, I have something to close the gap again. But with Horus, I don't think about that. I think about let's get the CC off
You should
right
be
away.
ulting right already. I feel like you're trying to get too close. That shit takes you far as shit.
Just try to get out and you'll be fine.
And it has to do with you know being
Or just
uncomfortable.
not knowing how far it goes.
Yeah. There I would full commit on Herc. He dashed in. Yeah. Heal the and then try to CC.
That's fine. There's no objective they can get off of this.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, right now, at this point, you're pretty tanky. You have to remember that now. Because now you just hit a big spike of stack Gauntlet Thieves, and you almost have Spirit Robe. Like, don't be scared of 2 there and bait. Like, there you're kind of playing as scared as both carries, you know? And that's a problem with everyone's running away.
Right.
If there's a gold fury, I don't
Honestly, if they
understand,
do that again, we should be getting pyro. Just let them
but-
push right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, here you said it.
They're going left right now. This Cody is in left jungle.
So here you have your second relic, which is probably one of the biggest spikes in support. So I would be trying to find opportunity to back. Drop your sentry, look to reset. You're pulling portal. Damage is okay with Raijin.
Having a vision.
The mana should be helping. No, you do have vision. This guy's lit.
I just do
You have sentry on pyro.
Be careful.
And you should be calling to set up for gold right after this, because gold's coming up, and gold's really important. 17 gold fury. 17 to like 22 gold fury is really important. So they got a pick, so right now you should be calling like, okay, you should be trying to reset right now. Because the gold fury is coming up, and you're not reset for your second relic, and your big spike item.
want to see us all back, or they're gonna go
I'm
gold.
also. Okay, never mind, yeah.
Well, mana backs, so hopefully they don't start it, but Heim isn't right, so you know they're not on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would be using, you're not using your heal, you're maxing your heal, but you're not healing yourself.
Also right
You
though.
know,
My brother probably has his TP.
I didn't go for it. Drone's all
So,
over
yeah, you drop your normal. I would have dropped the
Hurts
sentry
full
too.
right.
You don't drop your baby ward there.
Hurts back.
Because you're gonna lose it as soon as you back here, right?
Yeah, let's start it. Let's start it. Group up, group up. We don't have it.
Alright, there you go. You drop
Dewarding.
it.
Don't come here yet. I'm dewarding.
Can we kill her? Can
This
we kill
goes
her?
right
Can
here.
we kill her?
Yeah.
That's her beads. That's her beads.
Coming in. I'm coming in. I'm coming in.
That's her beads. That's her
Coming
beads.
behind.
Alright, just go on gold. Go on
Yeah, they
gold.
should just go on gold.
Yeah.
They could be on fire. I don't know where they are.
I highly doubt it.
Impossible. They're on fire. They have eyes on
Here
them.
they come. Here they come. You want to jump it? You want to drop it?
Hey.
Or just ult?
You can just burn.
Next here.
They got it. Unfortunate.
And like you're saying here, if I had back and got frenzy,
Yeah.
then
Or
that probably would have
anything.
been different.
Completely.
Yeah,
And now,
or
and now the
weekend.
worst part is you're fighting after the Gold Fury, but at least you got one pick. I think you just take that.
Yeah, we can fight here. I got ult. I got ult.
I don't know.
Yorman.
You can CC Jorm.
That's his ult.
I'm low on mana. Be careful.
Yeah, you should probably want to reset.
Push middle up. Push middle up. Push
Like,
middle
think
up.
about how long you've been out of base. You have 1,500 gold, second relic. You're almost level 13.
Mana, be careful.
Bad
This is
passing.
beats.
Wilk speeds down super low.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wheel XP, that's huge. That's a free ult.
And if you want to get better at
Got
support,
a heal for you.
Beads is always 2 minutes 40 seconds.
Alright, go for it.
Yeah,
Like, what's the
you
point?
caution.
What's the point of saying he has no beads if you don't know
Want,
when until when he doesn't have
want
beads?
frenzy here? Want frenzy?
Right.
Don't worry, pros don't even do that.
I'm in
I
for-
see you do that all the time. You type it in the chat what time it was down.
Yeah, that's
What
just
time is
it
back
makes
up?
it easier for me. Just so if I type enter, I just know exactly when it's gonna be up. It gives you time to make a play, right? So I'll say like, okay, I can look at portal and be like, okay, we go to portal here, and he comes to defend. He's free because I know he has no beads and he can't stop my combo.
Another problem playing console. I spend so much time in the fucking menus, dude.
Yeah, that definitely
We got
sucks.
him. We gotta bait him.
I remember that shit.
Say we group push middle.
Trying to find an item, bro. I'd be like, I find a mace, then I have to find the other mace, and then
Just kill her. real
GG.
fast.
Game's over by then.
Alright, yeah. Let's get wards up around fireside.
Yeah, I got fire ward.
Heimdall is in right. I see a wards right.
I sent you fire. Jorm is
I'm
there.
not gonna put my ward down while he's here.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
I feel like you've been playing
This
really
is a
far
word.
back too in a lot of these
Yeah,
fights.
they don't have a ward.
Yeah, I've noticed it, which is it's weird, and
This is not
and when I watch other games and how I play in ranked and stuff, it's like never play this scared and far back. I think it's just I wanted to peel more, but it's also just
But you're playing
letting
Horus.
them
You
be
feel
more
me? You're
aggressive.
playing the most hyper support in the game. You just have to be in their face at all times, and you have a 3 to help you. Like right here, you should be where Vamana is, just CCing. And you could always fly to your teammate to help him. I feel like you haven't been taking advantage of that. Like you could have flew to Vamana, CC'd.
Got you. Yeah.
Ulting here would be
go
sick.
go in.
Nice
Got
stun.
knock up.
Ulting right after. Like you have nothing else in your kit. Like what's the point of autoing here? Just ult and get your team in a better position.
I heal on him.
I'm dead to join.
Yeah.
Heimdall or TP to like right lane or some shit.
At this point, you should be like calling them off because maybe if you kill Jorm, it's worth it.
He's
Oh, that was
slow,
a good
he's
route. Nice.
slow. Boom.
That
Oh, shit,
unfortunate.
dude.
Good try with the shell, but think about look how far back you are still.
Go, get out.
Yeah.
Got you.
Can you guys do fire or you're
Heimdall's
too
still
low? Fuck,
mid.
yeah.
Yeah, we're way too low.
Yeah, definitely. Just I would call the reset here. Just reset, go back to fire right. You still have the advantage.
Might be able
That
to
was a
take it
3-for-2 trade.
Yeah, that was my bad. We should have just gone.
Yo,
straight
Quirk,
fire.
thanks for the sub, bro. Really appreciate it, homie.
Yeah. That's fine though.
Let's go. We're still up. 1.5. They're coming left towards fire. Careful.
Yeah, like here, I feel like you're just standing around. Like you
Yeah.
just need to reset.
Mid.
Not doing anything.
Heimdall's mid.
Yeah, just reset, grab the ward or grab a ward, second item, and then come right back. Love you, Quirk. You're the man.
Yeah, for sure.
Like by the time you clear this wave, it'll be like so long. And there's usually only do this if there's nothing better to do, which warding and backing for a second piece of your item is definitely worth.
Red.
Hurts mid. Everybody else disappeared left. They're probably back.
Can we just start pyro?
Wilk's here.
Wilkes is looking for it.
They definitely should have reset
Work-
already a long
work
time.
around
But
back,
now
work
that
around
we're
back.
starting it again, so yeah, you should calling it. Fly to him, and get the. There you go. There you go.
Just dead. Nice.
Let's go.
Knock
Knock
up
up.
on her.
Knock up.
Yo, that's okay.
Always say knock up on
We're
who.
getting split. We're getting
Because knock
split.
up just confuses sometimes. It's always really
Yeah, I have
important.
a bad habit of that in both. Smite and Call of Duty. Where I'm like, on me, right here, this guy.
Yeah, the
Like,
more specific you are, the better. Yeah,
You guys,
definitely.
please heal.
This is still a pretty good fight.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
he caught my dash. He caught my dash.
Just reset.
We can get pyro here. We can get pyro here.
Just get pyro reset.
I can pop frenzy for it if you want to burn it
This
fast.
goes full HP. Be careful.
No, we don't need frenzy. Just get over
Alright.
there.
Yo,
CCM.
Nice. You guys could-
Done. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Dies, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely just a free kill.
Oh fuck! Get away! Get away! Get away! Okay.
Yeah.
And I think you're using your one too much for the slow. I think it's like if you can't possibly get him.
Yeah, I got a heal over here.
Hmm.
They might.
Coming.
Can they even
I'm out of mana now though.
You definitely gotta reset. My boy's been out there for like 10 minutes.
I didn't realize how long it's
I
been
have
since
no.
I packed.
You have 2,300 gold, and you have had like the same mana bar for forever.
Blink on.
They dropped it. They dropped it.
That's his ult. That's his ult.
Nice heal. Nice
You wanna
taunts
heal?
from Raijin. Raijin's popping
Got
off right now.
knockouts.
Right,
They're slow. They're slow.
Just reset.
Needs to.
Think about how useless you are right now with 0 mana. Yeah, there you go. Right there.
Willix, a Willix, a Willix, a Willix.
That's Yorman got
You go
the
be
shot.
relic dagger. It is a kind of a late relic dagger though. If you get relic dagger, it's usually because you want to spam your blink or spam something. Here, spamming girdle is really not like the most efficient.
Need some wards. I got wards.
Right.
And that's fine. You'll be at 40. You'll be at cap CD with this item, but
100%.
with the way you've been using the ult, I wouldn't agree with the item. You feel me? You've been really lackluster with the ult.
Yeah.
So always build around you. If you know you're making like, damn, I haven't really been ulting this game. Like even though this item on paper is good, but I haven't really been ulting that much, then fuck getting that item.
Did you awarded?
Just started. I'll be here.
Vision.
And Mantle's probably the most broken item in the game,
Alright, just be careful.
especially for support. Like in a position you should die, you don't die.
Yeah, good kill, dude.
And like here, you're kind of messing with Jorm, but like, what's the point of poking him? Like
Yeah,
you're
shit,
never gonna
dude,
poke
good
him.
shit.
You could deep in. You could
Dorman
be
just
helping
hang
them with
out
your
here so I
ult.
can't de-ward.
Yeah, I was stuck in this weird place where I wanted
Willix here, Willix here.
to de-ward, but I knew
Willix
he'd
mid.
de-ward
Coming in.
faster than me, and then I also wanted to rotate,
Dash animation.
but I also didn't want him to rotate, and I don't know. I was just that was not good decisions going on right there.
Yeah, you're good.
I got
Here,
shot.
heal.
You probably don't need
You
it.
should be
Yeah,
healing
heal.
right away. The X ball.
Good shit, boys.
Yo,
good
let's go
shit.
fire. Yeah, 3 dead.
Yeah, and you have Oni wave, something you should be calling too. And you
Yeah,
usually
Oni
want to
pushing.
get mid tower out of the way before you go fire because they always have a nice.
We got Oni pushing
Way
up.
out.
Let's go fire, dude.
Alright, that's a good call. You said, oh, Oni's out. Oni's on the way, so yeah, let's go fire. Good call. You should be tanking already. Just pull it.
Let's go.
There you go. Boom.
I'm holding it left.
I don't know where Willix is.
Yeah. As soon as it does that, then you heal.
Yeah.
Like skip the line and just use the heal there.
Yeah. Just like skip over it, or you should be healed already. Yeah.
That's free. Good shit.
That is free. And then reset. Yeah, reset.
Yep.
Reset it and we move as a group.
Definitely resetting more is definitely something that I want that you should be doing a lot more. I think that's one of the biggest things that I've noticed.
Yeah, like so. I mean, especially if I play somebody like Athena with her global, I'm always resetting.
Hell
I don't know why when I'm in the league and playing Horus that
Dude, if he
I
was,
never
if this
back.
ADC wasn't playing Heimdallr,
I feel you. Yeah, sometimes playing comp can make you a little bit uncomfortable compared to what you're normally used to doing.
it's really
Mhm.
Especially because you're playing with it's not as simple as just play your game because you have to play with the team. It's not just do whatever you want. You have to do what the team wants.
That shit.
Yeah, free. You should be tanking for the minions, by the way.
Go ahead.
Okay, there you go. You did it. That's awesome. You should even tank it for the minions longer because it's not an EFG and backdoor protections are so
We gotta
important.
wait
in
for it
Smite.
up left. Yeah.
It's always better for you to tank than the minions to tank, especially if you're full tank and you have FG and you have a heal.
Thirsty bitch.
Especially when you get relic dagger as well, you should be upgrading your actives earlier. Because what's the point of getting relic dagger if you have kind of shitty relics at 27 minutes? It's even better than an item sometimes.
Down
Let's
for
see
a
if we
push.
can get a fight here. Just be
Yeah, that's something I haven't put a lot of thought into is when to upgrade them,
Oh wait, you guys are in that game. I'll do mid. I'll do mid.
and if it's more beneficial than finishing at an item or something like that.
Something you can always do with a Horus here is move to another lane right away.
Yeah, Willix ult.
I think I suggested it, but nobody ever wants to do that. I always want to because I always see pros doing it and stuff. Like let's take them left and go right. And
Facts. You should be tanking right
Yeah,
now
this
for
is
the
all- this is
minions.
all-
There you go. Just
Hold
look to
tight,
heal.
hold tight.
We didn't touch the
push back, push back, push back.
We didn't even touch the Phoenix yet.
That's Discordia ult.
Good try with the stun. That would have been big. Nice shell. Pop your girdle here.
Willix. Good shit.
That's a 4
It's
for
also,
4.
Orange doesn't have low, neither does the Scorpion, by the way.
You could like heal right here and just ult right back in. They would never expect it. Or go mid with it. You know, you could literally look at the mini map and you can move wherever you want with this
I
character.
mean, we can do the old rope-a-dope and push up left and then use my ult and go right.
I think because the frenzy's something I'm not used to picking up in rank, so I always forget it's there.
Yeah,
kinda.
don't even
Used to
pick it
go
up, bro.
full
Pick up
nuker.
things that you're comfortable.
You guys could
Always do what you're comfortable with. Don't do what other people are doing. It's way better to play more what you're comfortable with. That's literally like most SPL teams. They just play what they're comfortable with. And then people think that's quote unquote meta. Like yeah, there is good gods or gods that are better than other gods, but at the end of the day, they're gonna play what they're comfortable with because they can exploit what people don't know
Okay.
that you know about the god. So here you're going mantle. You're gonna overcap CD, but that's not a big deal. I feel
Yeah.
like mantle is definitely one of those items that it's okay if you overcap CD.
Yeah, I'm back and then we can go right.
That's another thing I never pay attention to. Is if I'm overcapping CDR.
So, let's just
So
set
yeah, it's pretty. It's important if like if you're overcapping in the first like 4 or 5 items.
Out, so he wasn't. They just called
But
him
when you're in your
out
6th
before
item,
he
or
was
it's not too
anybody
shabby. It's
to be
okay.
over.
It was 10%, it's whatever.
Yeah, because he got knocked
Prefer
out.
not
And
to,
then
but
Herc went straight to our back line. So
So who are our divers targeting? We're targeting Heim, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
like right here, you could be ulting into their backline right now.
Up there because
Like right now, if Humbots goes like that hard, you should be just right away helping him.
I think it's fine if we get knocked up. and pulled in.
Nice stun.
Orange and all.
Let's beat on both of them. Or just time, I mean.
yeah, it's disco ult down. That's huge.
You need to get that tier 2 right, and then probably go gold. Just because of how much time you have left on fire, it's no good to go for another push because if you do lose it, you lose fire in the back end. So I would be calling go right, tier 2, and then reset for gold.
Yeah, that's his ult. Yeah,
That's a good ult.
Can go right.
back out. I'm
Also,
gonna use
like,
those
so,
stairs,
by the
though.
way.
I got a group heal.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Go Fury. Just go
I'm
Fury.
not done yet. I'm almost done though. I'm not
When's your
sure
ult back
about too
open,
much.
man?
The wifey saying, "Yo, get the fuck off."
Alright. That's fine. We're gonna reset here and go look for fire.
They're all coming.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, back out. Just leave, yeah.
All right, so now I would definitely upgrade at least one of the relics. I'd probably say shell. And if you do get the shell, you want to get value out of it, right? So peel the Awilix, peel the Heim. Something small, but something that makes a big difference. Like if I sometimes when I get relic dagger, right? If I see 3 auto attackers, or 2, even 2 sometimes that I know that are diving and winning, I just upgrade shell right away, like at level like 12 or even level like 9, because I have relic dagger early, and just literally peel, just follow him around and just shell. Because who expects a block shell in 9 minutes, 10 minutes? It's something they don't expect.
They don't have a word on it.
It's a good investment if you save one person's life, so it's something big to think about. Here should be warding and moving up. Don't let their carries move up. Like Willick should not be where she's at right now. You should be walking her face like, yo, let's go.
That'd be pretty big.
Especially with how tanky you are right now.
I say we.
I'll blink up and front.
And don't CC their front line unless you have like you have 2 damage dealers right next to you. It's not worth your CC.
Alright, let's set up an ambush.
Like Humbot just keeps playing so far up. I don't really understand this guy.
Boss, you're gonna get
He should have got pulled there. That's his beats.
That's my bubble down. That's her all down.
All right, you should be looking for like an ult in somehow
Hey, you got.
on a sentry. So Mana just went in.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So ult. I feel like you're taking so long to ult. Or not ulting at all.
I'm going on you.
Yeah.
Especially when you
You're
have an
right.
ability that's
Knock
around
up,
your ult.
huge.
Not ult right away, right here. You have no
I
abilities
got shell. I
left.
got shell.
Slowed, he slowed.
Boom.
Nice.
Nice. Done. Let's run it down.
Push middle. Oh my god.
You should be dead.
I'm preparing for that one, dude.
He's dead. Nice.
Just die, bitch.
We didn't get the wave or anything.
Good job.
So
Just go mid. You tank mid. You tank for mid.
That's a free game. That's free game.
She fucked up, bro. Why would you ult when you see me have a
Dude, I was literally going to ping mid lane and she fucking threw that shit over the wall. I'm
Yep,
pissed.
GG. You should still be tanky, by the way. That's a GG call.
yeah, let's go. I got frenzy.
me tank? Jeez.
Either way, it's GG. Either way. If it's just something small as always.
Right.
I think it was pretty well played game. Outside of a
game, guys.
couple, just backing. I think backing's the biggest thing. Upgrading relics, play around your build. I think that was the biggest things.
Yeah. Oh, I learned a lot. Took a lot of notes.